For most of human history, Earth has felt permanent. The ground beneath us seems fixed. The sky above us seems familiar. And far beyond both, an invisible barrier quietly surrounds the planet. A magnetic shield. It stretches outward into space, wrapping Earth inside a protective cocoon. Day after day, the solar wind arrives from the sun, carrying charged particles and magnetic energy. Most of it never reaches the surface. The shield diverts it, deflects it, pushes it aside. Nothing appears broken. Nothing appears vulnerable. The system works so reliably that most people never think about it. Yet modern civilization lives inside this protection. Satellites orbit within it. Power grids depend on it. Communications pass through it. Navigation systems operate beneath it. The shield is not simply a scientific curiosity. It is infrastructure. And one day, that infrastructure began to change. Far away on the surface of the sun, an eruption exploded outward. A vast cloud of magnetized plasma expanded into space. The storm was not aimed at a spacecraft. It was aimed at Earth. Across millions of miles, the expanding mass raced through the solar system. The cloud grew larger as it traveled, carrying energy, pressure, and its own magnetic field. Earth remained where it had always been, waiting. At first, nothing seemed unusual. The magnetic shield had survived solar storms before. It was built for pressure. The planet continued rotating beneath its protective boundary while the storm approached. Confidence remained intact. Then the impact arrived. The leading edge of the eruption slammed into Earth's magnetic environment. Immediately, the shield reacted. The side facing the sun began to compress. What had once been a broad protective boundary was pushed inward. The magnetic cocoon tightened around the planet. From a distance, the change was visible. The shield still existed, but it no longer looked comfortable. It looked strained. The pressure continued rising. The storm did not strike once and disappear. It kept pushing. The magnetic boundary bent further under the assault. Disturbances spread through near-Earth space. Auroras expanded into regions that rarely saw them. The shield was resisting, but resistance was becoming harder to maintain. A simple explanation seemed obvious. The storm was overwhelming Earth's defenses. The evidence appeared to support it. The eruption was powerful. The magnetosphere was compressed. Geomagnetic activity was increasing. Energy entering Earth's environment was rising. Everything pointed toward the same conclusion. The shield was beginning to fail. And then something strange happened. The magnetic field remained active. The protective structure did not vanish. The boundary did not collapse. Instead, more energy continued moving inward. The behavior no longer matched the idea of a destroyed defense system. If the shield had truly failed, why was it still there? The contradiction deepened. The magnetosphere continued resisting the solar storm. Magnetic field lines still surrounded the planet. The shield remained recognizable. Yet energy transfer became unusually efficient. More of the storm's influence was reaching Earth's magnetic environment than expected. The audience returns to the same image. The boundary. How open is it now? Each answer becomes less reassuring. The opening grows. Not as a hole torn through steel. Not as a shattered wall. Something stranger. A region along the magnetic boundary becomes increasingly permeable. The shield remains present while becoming less capable of shielding. Its existence is undeniable. Its effectiveness is changing. As the opening expands, consequences accumulate. Charged particles move deeper into Earth's magnetic environment. Geomagnetic disturbances intensify. Systems designed to operate within a stable space environment face increasing exposure. The pressure is no longer theoretical. It is measurable, visible, real. And still the shield does not disappear. The old explanation begins to break apart. A defeated shield should stop functioning. A breached shield should look broken. This one continues working while simultaneously allowing entry. The more closely the behavior is observed, the less it resembles simple failure. The opening exists, but the shield survives. Both conditions are true at the same time. Eventually, the contradiction becomes impossible to ignore. The storm did not merely overpower Earth's defenses. Something else was happening along the boundary itself. Invisible magnetic lines extending from the sun approached invisible magnetic lines surrounding Earth. Under the right conditions, those fields did not simply collide. They connected. The defensive boundary transformed. Part of the shield temporarily became part of the pathway. Energy was no longer forcing its way through a destroyed barrier. Energy was moving through a connection. The shield had not vanished. It had changed state. The growing opening was not evidence of complete collapse. It was evidence of interaction. Earth's magnetic field and the incoming magnetic field briefly linked together, creating routes through which energy could enter the system. The meaning of everything shifts. The magnetosphere is no longer a permanent wall. It is not a rigid shell protecting a passive planet. It is a living boundary, a dynamic structure continuously negotiating with the sun. Sometimes that negotiation works easily. Sometimes it occurs under enormous pressure. And occasionally, the shield opens. Not because it ceases to exist, because its relationship with the environment changes. The final image looks remarkably similar to the first. Earth still sits inside its magnetic shield. The planet survives. The magnetic field remains wrapped around the world. Nothing about the scene suggests catastrophe. Yet the meaning is completely different now. What once appeared to be a permanent barrier is revealed as active infrastructure. A defense system that never stops working, never stops adapting, and never stops confronting the forces arriving from the sun. The day Earth's shield tore open was not the story of a wall being destroyed. It was the story of discovering that the wall was alive all along.